explain how to make an Ecuadorian ceviche. It's a seafood dish that's a staple in Ecuadorian cuisine. Have you ever tried a dish that was so refreshing and flavorful it instantly takes you to another place? This is what Ecuadorian ceviche does. The shrimp is marinated in citric juices, it's mixed with crisp vegetables, and bursting with vibrant flavors. It's delicious. I grew up with my mom, my grandma, my aunts. They all made it, and I would watch them make it, and now I make it. So I hope with sharing this step-by-step process, you can try it for yourself. So the ingredients that you're gonna need are 2 purple onions, 3 tomatoes, 2 that you're gonna cut, 1 that you're gonna blend, cilantro, a bushel of cilantro, 5 limes, 5 lemons, a half an orange, ketchup, salt, pepper, oil, and accent powder. So that's what you're gonna need for this. Vinegar and unpeeled shrimp. Important, unpeeled shrimp. So what you're gonna start with is you're gonna cut your onions. And what I like to do is put them in a bowl of water because it reduces the pungent taste of the purple onion. So I let them soak in water. I cut my tomato, I cut my cilantro. Then I get my shrimp, I peel them, I save the skin, put it in a separate bowl. After I peel the shrimps, I devein them, and then I put them aside. So then after that, I'm gonna cook what I peeled. I'm gonna cook that over the stove with a little oil and some salt. Once it turns pink, I add water just to cover the surface of the skin. I let it boil, I turn it down, and I just let it sit there. Then I bring another pot of boiling water to boil, and then I add my shrimp. 2 to 3 minutes, the shrimp has to just sit there in the boiling water. And once it turns like a pinky, peachy color, it's done. You take it out, drain the water, and I like to just put them in the fridge so they can get cool. You could keep them whole or you can cut them in half. After that, I blend the tomato that I left aside. I blend it in the blender, and remember that water that we boiled with the skin? We're gonna use that and blend it with the tomato, just the water, okay, that came from the skin. With the boiling, just use the water and the skin. Mix that to the water and the tomato, sorry. Mix that up. It's gonna turn into a very light orangey, pinky color. You're gonna use that. That's gonna be the base of it. So you're gonna pour that into a bowl. Right there, you're gonna start adding your tomato that you cut, your cilantro that you cut, the onions that you cut. You're gonna cut up your lemons, limes, that half orange, squeeze everything in there. Add your shrimp. Once you add your shrimp, you mix everything together. That's where you add your salt, pepper, accent powder. Accent powder, my mom always told me that it brings out the flavor, so a little dash of that on top. Ketchup, a little bit of ketchup, and we have the oil, a little bit of oil and a little vinegar. So you mix that all together. Then you gotta put it in the fridge because it has to marinate for a good 30, 45 minutes. You just leave it marinating in the fridge. And then usually when that's done, we either eat it with chifles, which is fried plantain, but they're very thin, like little chips, or white rice. So my favorite is to eat it with chifles. So that's how we would always eat it. I remember growing up, my mom would make this for me. So when I got home from school, I would smell it and I was very excited. So I learned myself, so now I make it for my family. So I'm hoping that with this little video and these steps that I've given you, you can try to make your Ecuadorian ceviche, and I hope you love it. Thank you.